Hello, boys and girls. This is Mrs. Dalrymple, and thank you for joining me today for guided reading. We are reading a book today for guided reading called My New Bike. And as you can see from the front of the picture here, the front cover of the book, that this girl is getting a new bike, and she's already gotten her new bike, I should say. And you can see, I'm assuming back in the back here is mom and dad, possibly. Could be aunt and uncle, but my guess is it's probably mom and dad, just based on what it looks like. Here are some bikes, and this girl she just got her bike. It is pink with some flowers on it. She looks happy. We can tell she's very excited and happy about her new bike. And we can see her mom and dad back here are happy as well. And they've even got their safety helmets on to ride with the girl. So this book is by Kyle Stewart. Remember, that is the author, and the author writes the words, and the illustrator is Tracy Bishop. And Tracy Bishop would be the illustrator who does the pictures for this book. So first of all, I want you to think, by looking at this front cover here, I want you to think about a time maybe that you got something new. It could be a bike, it could be a new toy, it could be a four-wheeler. I know somebody in the class said that they got a new four-wheeler not too long ago. Many things, but think about a time when you got something new, and how did it make you feel? Tell someone in the room with you or next to you what you got that was new and how it made you feel. Okay, hopefully it was something exciting and you'll be able to share that at some point. Okay, we're going to first take a picture walk through the book here. And then I'm going to come back and talk to you about some of the words that you might encounter in the story that you might want to be familiar with. And then we will go through and read it together today. So, my new bike. Whoops. There we go. Okay, and this is the inside title page. So remember, my new bike. And I know my class has talked a lot about the outside cover and title page doesn't always look exactly like the inside title page. So it looks a little bit the same, but there's a lot of less details, I should say, in the inside on this one. Okay, we're just going to try to keep our eyes on the pictures for right now as we do our picture walk. So here we have the girl that got the new bike. It doesn't tell us her name yet. We don't know that information yet. So we will have to probably read the words to figure that out. So you can see here, this was the same picture that was on the front of the cover. So we'll go on to the next page. Here we have the little girl, and we have dad and mom back behind her. Can you tell where they are riding at right now? Tell someone next to you. Yes, if you said they're riding on the street or on the road, okay, we might have to, when we look at the words, we'll figure out if they call it a street or a road, but they are riding along the street there. And it looks like there maybe be some shops back in here. So maybe they're in a city or in a town, and they're downtown or in a city where they can see lots of different businesses and shops. And we can also see lots of traffic right here. So it must be a pretty busy place or a pretty busy time. Okay. Next page, we have, where are they riding now? Tell someone next to you. And if you sit on the sidewalk, I bet you are correct, because as you can see, there's some houses back here. Maybe they're in a neighborhood or a housing addition. And here they are riding, and you can tell this looks like a sidewalk, okay? And this might be the street or the road right over here. Okay. Next page. Can you see where they are riding now? Okay, yes, if you said it looks like they're still maybe downtown or in the city near the shops here, but if you could tell, you're looking down at the bottom here, she is riding through a puddle, it looks like, or some water. So it must have rained recently or something had spilled there. So yes, they are going near a puddle now. On the next page, now this one's a little trickier. I want you to look here. You can see a road over here and a car. But if you look on the left side over here, you can see a boat down here and some water. Do you know what this thing is called right here that they are riding over or across? A bridge. Yes, you are correct. It looks like they are riding across a bridge. So I don't know if you've ever got to do that or not, but that's pretty neat. If you haven't, maybe you'll get to try that sometime. The next one here, it looks like they are going, ooh, can you tell by looking right here what this might be? Yeah, if you said a hill, I think they might be going up a hill. If you can tell, it looks like you can tell by their faces, they're having a little harder time right now pedaling, so they must be going uphill. That's always a little bit harder, isn't it? Okay, on here, oh, and the opposite. We've got an opposite up, the opposite of up. What are they doing now? They are going down the hill, it looks like, and now their faces look happy and excited. It's so much more fun going down a hill, isn't it, boys and girls? Okay, and then let me get to my page here. Hold on one second. Oh, there we go. Okay, and then on the last page, here they are, and it looks like they have stopped for a little bit. Can you tell where they might be in this picture? Yeah, it kind of looks like it looks kind of like there's trees and park benches and a picnic bench here, maybe. So maybe they're stopping for a picnic. Maybe they're just taking a little break. But definitely looks like they're taking a break, aren't they? As you can tell by that picture. So we're going to go back to the beginning here in just a second. But first, I want to show you some words that you're going to see in this story. First of all, I'm going to show you this word. Okay, my spells my. Most of us know that word by now. It's pretty easy now for many of us. But there's going to be another word in this story that looks like my, and it rhymes with my. It's in the same family, but it starts with the letter B. Can you tell what it is? By. Yes, you're going to see my and by in this story, boys and girls. Okay, there's also another word that we know, and it is an old word, wall word, sight word. And if you can say it, go ahead. Like. All right, we know like pretty well, but there's another word that kind of means like, but it means you like something even more. Do you know what that would be? Love. So like and love, both of those are going to be in this story. And then there's not a whole lot of CVC words in this story this time, but there is at least one here that I'm going to talk about. And we've seen this word before. Remember, a CVC word has 3 letters and 3 sounds, and you might stretch it out, make each sound in order, and see what you get. And if you said got, you are correct. The word got is in here as well. Okay, we are going to go back and we are going to read it together today. And then we will go from there. So I will go ahead and help you out a little bit. But if we get to a word we don't know, remember that we need to use our reading strategies. Eagle eyes, look at the picture, lips the fish, make the first sound, get your mouth ready. Stretchy snake, stretch out all the sounds. There's also chunky monkey we've talked about, finding a small word inside of a bigger word or a small chunk that we know. And then, of course, there's some other ones as well, but those are the main ones we've talked about so far. So let's go ahead. I'm going to point to the words and you help me read. I got a. Now, this one might be a little trickier. Maybe we can try making the first sound. Lips the fish. I got a. Let's see what the next word starts with. Now that starts with a B, and B says B. What in this picture over here starts with a B? Yeah, bike. So do you remember what kind of bike she got? Starts with an N? New. Yes, I got a new bike. I like to ride my new bike. Okay, good job. Here we go again. She's going to ride somewhere else. I ride my bike on the. Okay, now here, boys and girls, it starts with an S, so let's make the sound. S. Would that be a street or a road? Street. Yes, good. I ride. Oh, there's that one that rhymes with my. By the k. Look for something in the picture, eagle eyes, that starts with a k. If you said cars, you are correct. Okay, let's go on here. I ride my bike on the, starts with an S, sidewalk. I ride by the, what do you see in the picture that starts with houses? Good. And remember, there's an S on the end, so we want to say not just house, but houses with an S. The ending is an S. Next page. I ride my bike. Oh, not on this time. In a puddle. Good. I hope you didn't say water, because water starts with a W, so a puddle. I ride in the, now something starts with a W. Now is water. I ride in the water. Good job. Okay, here we go. I ride my bike. Now this one's going to be a little tricky, but I want you to stop and think what makes sense. Where are they going right now? And if you don't know, we could try Skippy Frog and come back to it. That's one sometimes we have to use too. So let's try skipping it. I ride my bike. It has to start with a B. What are they riding by that starts with a B? Bridge. And how are they going on the bridge? They're going what? Across. A cross. I always tell my class sometimes if you say the A first, a cross, that makes it a little easier maybe to stretch out. Across a bridge. I ride. It starts with an O. So remember, flippy dolphin. It's either going to say ah or O. So let's try over, or over. Over. The, something that's water that starts with an R. River. They're going over across the bridge over the river. Okay, next page. I ride my bike. Here's a new one, but we can do stretchy snake on this one. Up a hill. I ride up and up and up. Good job. Next page. I ride my bike. Oh, now we're doing the opposite. Down a hill. I ride Remember that OW? We've talked about that saying owl before. So down and down and down. Job. And the last page, instead of like this time, there's that word I talked about, and we have to say it loud and strong because it's in black, bold letters. I love to ride my new bike. I ride and ride and ride. Boys and girls, did you notice who was telling the story? If you said the girl, you are correct, because she said I and my a lot, and that means she is the one telling the story. So they never did tell us her name, because if she's the one telling the story, then you usually don't say your own name. So then this one we just don't know her name, but that's okay. So she loves her new bike, just like you probably love something new that you get or have gotten before. So I hope you enjoyed this story. I hope you remember some of the places that the girl rode. She rode by some things. She rode over some things. She rode across some things. Maybe pick your favorite place that she rode her bike and tell the person sitting next to you what that place was and why you like that part of the book so much. Enjoy.